Eat them words. Y'all see the studio? You know what I mean? Let me hold up. Okay. Just happened. It might be the first tie of the night. It's close. Even though I still feel like 2-1 is a cop out. Ill Will versus John the Don. The first 2 rounds is close as a motherfucker. Listen, I'm tired. I watched this shit so many times. I watched this so many times, though. John comes out taking off the jacket in round 1. He go right into it. But see, is John bar after bar? He can be sometimes. Sometimes it's a little filler to push the situation along. But anywho, John goes first. Bar, pretty much bar after bar. Couple of schemes. He on Will head out the gate. No lacking. On Will head out the gate. He niggas ain't taking his foot off the gas at all. He about a 9 out of 10 at this point in time. No joking that I can remember around 1. Serious JJDD, you know what I mean? 9 out of 10. Possibly a 10 out of 10. I'm just going to leave it at a 9 for now without too much thought. Will comes out. Will on 1. By the time Will halfway through the round, I'm like, damn, was Will going to win this? But it didn't get any higher. He was also about a 9 out of 10. So to me, it's going to come down as what you preferred in each one. Right? Side note, John the Don, to me, had more material that was directed at Ill Will. And I didn't feel that way coming from another side. Ill Will did have some bars, though. He did have some lines specific for John. But I felt like majority of John's all 3 rounds, majority of his 3 rounds was directed at Ill Will. Like, this is specifically for you, can't be used for nobody else. I'm talking to you about you and stuff that you've done and things that you said and what's happened around you. This is for you, nigga. So it's gonna be preference. We're gonna sit that to the side because we're gonna have to get after somebody. We gotta get a winner by the end of this. Again, you can, to me, it could be 2-1, but me, I have to pick a winner. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? There's no draw, there's no ties on the record. There's wins and then there's losses. But those wins or losses can be switched. I ain't tying nothing. Will on 1. He never really picked up no more, so I have to leave him at a 9. But he was on 1. He didn't go down, but he didn't get up to a 9.5 or 10 mark to overtake John's 9. So it really depends on what you like, Ill Will's material or John's material. They both was on the same level to me. Going into round 2, John comes back. He back on bars. Bars directed at you. Personals somewhat directed at you. Will, you a bad father, the whole 9. You know what I mean? He was on 1. He was on 1. Talking about how things he did. This through the battle. Talking about how he kind of started the UFF. It wouldn't be no UFF without him because I think he had something to do with introducing Smack and Bow Wow and the whole 9. Listen, he was talking the shit a little bit, man. He was talking the shit. He was talking about how he was a boss. You know what I mean? Ill Will, you ran over the RBE, nigga. I made my own. He was on 1. I give him another 9. I don't think he was a 10, but I'll give him another 9. Maybe 9.5. I'm going to leave him at a 9. Will comes out second round. That nigga back on 9. I'm like, dog, what the fuck is going on, man? These niggas is damn at they peaks. Will, and you know, Will sometimes he have like some pauses in his raps. Like he'll say something and then walk. It's really like he really wrote his material for this particular room, knowing that there wasn't a crowd. Like there was no pauses. Like and I feel like he had a lot of bars. Like, I mean, by bars at this point in time, for those of you who don't know rap, I'm not talking about the actual like punchlines and metaphors and haymakers. I'm talking about the actual written material. He had a lot of lines in his rounds. I feel like he had a lot of fucking material in his rounds. Especially round 1 and 2 to me. All right, so now we're going into the third, because to me they both was on 9 again. So we're going to the third. This to me is going to be the deciding round, because you can tie, y'all can tie both 1 and 2. So at this point in time, nobody runs anything. So whoever wins this, they can come out clear, they'll probably get it, because you probably edged one of the other 2 rounds to them. Right? John comes out, he do his tribute to the fallen individuals due to police brutality and everything. There's no reason for me to say any names because it's been so many. He didn't say all of the names. I think he said like 5 or 6 people or something like that, right? And that led into him pretty much killing Ill Will. Again, no reason for me to say no names. Y'all know the usual suspects that we all say, but we all know it's far more than that. You know what I mean? So much respect to that. You know what I mean? Again, somebody else that's shouting out or making aware or bringing awareness to the crimes of the police brutality that's going on here in the United States. And then he get right back into killing Will, right? To me, he was only about, and it could be because of his opener, that he was only about an 8. Maybe an 8 in this round. Bars, metaphors again. Right back at Will, directing shit at Will. Of course, he got some general shit in there, but he's directing stuff at Will. Will comes in his round, and to me, he was back on 9, or maybe an 8.5. It was a very good Ill Will, in my personal opinion. And due to the fact that I can edge one of the other rounds to Will in a very, very great showing, I think I would give this battle 2-1 Ill Will. John said some shit though. Like, it's gonna be depending on you. If you like a lot of the personal stuff or the blunt directed material towards Will, you're gonna give probably the first 2 rounds to John, and then it wouldn't even matter if he lost the third, right? But if you just like the bars, the punchlines, the metaphors, the schemes, then you're probably gonna give it to Will. And then to me, Will got the third. So the only way I can give it to John is if I say he won the first 2. But I did like his material in the first 2. I like this material in the third too. So that's why it's 2-1 either way. To me, someone could possibly argue an edge every round to Will. That's what you want to do, and you like his material, you like punchlines and whatnot. Which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. But John was on fire the way he was talking. 2-1. Is it 2-1? Now, I'm going to give it 2-1 Ill Will. 2-1 Ill Will. I'm calling it. I said it. It can go either way. My decision is 2-1 Ill Will on Summer Madness 10. Make sure when they drop on the app, y'all watch that, man, because they was on fire. On fire. Both of them. You know what I mean? Listen, man, hit that subscribe button. I ain't gonna want to keep telling y'all. Help us get our next 4,000 subscribers. We'll be lit. Hit that subscribe button, man. Follow the movement. Appreciate it. Love.